Hello, my name is Brandon Sparks, and today I'm going to be teaching you a little lesson about pit bulls. Common misconception about pit bulls is they're very aggressive by nature. They hurt people, they bite people, they're just aggressive animals. That's not the case. In my experience, it's all about ownership. How you raise your animal, how you treat your animal, how you discipline your animal has a lot to do with how your animal is going to act towards you and towards others. So this speech is to introduce to you a little bit of my knowledge about pit bulls. Here we go. So the pit bull is known as the American dog. When I say that, the all-American dog, that it has good qualities. Do you or somebody you know possibly own a pit bull? I do. Everybody knows somebody with a pit bull. And roughly, I don't want to say 9 times out of 10, but a lot of the times, it's how you raise your animal. Pit bulls aren't bad dogs. It's all bad owners who don't know how to discipline. They don't know how to treat their animals. They shouldn't own animals. And if you're owning animals for, hunting and things of that nature, your dog is going to be raised and treated a little differently than a dog that you want inside of your home, maybe a companion. But in my experience, the dogs that are companions are very loyal to the owners, and pit bulls are known as a nanny. A lot of people consider pit bulls they're big nannies, and I'll explain to you why. So when we are raising our animals, when we are trying to teach our animals new things, we're trying to, discipline our animals, we shouldn't be hitting our animals aggressively. We should just be teaching them right from wrong and things of that nature. So just as we as humans need love, care, and attention, so do our dogs, so do our cats. Well, cats are kind of on a league of their own, but with dogs, and pit bulls in particular, they need a lot of attention. They're like little kids. Like, I have a 3-year-old Rottweiler, and he is just like a little kid. He needs you to be right there always. He's always getting into things. He needs to learn what's right from wrong, and that's how we as the owners can teach our animals exactly how to do that. Pit bulls were introduced in the early 1800s, and they were crossbred between Old English Bulldog and Terriers. And they were originally a bull and bear baiting dog for, say, amusement in a way, until the bull or the bear faints from exhaustion. Then they kill the bull or bear. And after the Cruelty of Animals Act of 1835, which prohibited these things, people wanted some more fun, if you could say, fun. And ultimately, they were known as ratting dogs, is they'd throw all these, everybody get their pit bulls and put them in a box, one by one, in cages, throw out 20 rats, and see how many rats your dog can kill in a certain amount of time. And it was for pure amusement, and these dogs all they knew how to do was kill and do exactly what their master taught them to do, and that's exactly what they did. After ratting wasn't fun to these owners anymore, if you will, if you can call them owners, they turned to dog fighting, and we all know that no good ever comes out of dog fighting. There's no amusement for anybody there, and if that's just somebody training their dog just to be what it is, and a complete animal, and to show no emotions, no physical traits, nothing of that nature. It is just go out there and kill it. Good boy. Let's do it again next week. And that is not okay. After the Civil War had ended, immigrants came from the British Isle to America, but they didn't leave behind their loyal companion. Not just because these dogs were complete workhorses, all pun intended, but these dogs herded sheep, cattle, livestock, protected their families from intruders, robbers. And pit bulls have a very loving and extremely loyal demeanor about them towards humans. And they're known as the nanny dog, which I had previously stated. And because they're very considerate towards children, they understand that it is a child, and that they have a demeanor about them that they're very loyal, very loving, very protective. And rather than just a working dog, they have better traits about them that people didn't really understand. America used pit bulls in both World War I and II because the dogs had similar traits as your fellow American. They're very friendly, very brave, hardworking, worthy of respect. And this is why the dog is known as the all-American dog. After World War I had ended, we had used pit bulls in our wars. Not just German Shepherds, not Rottweilers, pit bulls. The all-American dog. And our most decorated dog is known as Sergeant Stubby, a pit bull. And after World War II, we didn't just think of these dogs as work dogs, as, you know, fighting dogs. We just thought of them as regular dogs. Some, you know, a fellow companion. And that's exactly what they should be treated as. And after the 1976 Animal Welfare Act, which made dogfighting illegal in all 50 states. But later in the late 1980s, the dogfighting had started to resurface. Over 20 years ago, as today the media kind of exploits certain things, the media had exploited pit bulls in their most wrong nature. And that's what a lot of people had, that's all their information on these animals, so they started to fear them. And that's what started this whole, we should fear pit bulls, we shouldn't own pit bulls. And I highly, they're very loyal, very smart, and very caring animals. And after 20 years of exploits from the media, we can finally accept pit bulls for what they truly are. All-American dog and our companion. And all of my findings in this project were used from loveabull.org and insidedogs.com. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I forgot all about the submission date. I worked 13 and a half hours yesterday, and when I got home, I fell right asleep. But late is better than never, and I'm sorry again for the inconvenience. Thank you.